Scales on the platform. All right, YouTube. This is the second edition. I just been moved to do another video and share this information with the people. Once again, this is something that I personally didn't decide, or even for that matter, chose to do. But like I said before, there are a lot of people right now who are going through a lot in their life. People are hurting out there right now. People need direction. People need guidance. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. Parents are deceiving their own children out of jealousy, out of hate, out of malice. And, we come into this world as children. We expect our parents to be able to give us that direction and that guidance and to help us navigate our younger years so that way when we get to adulthood, we're able to live lives as good citizens. But we see too many cases where that's just not happening. So it's like we have children raising children, meaning their adults are behaving like children also. So what happens? Misguidance, misdirected. Children are misunderstood. You know, I'm not going to go into a history lesson, which I could, but we're not going to do this today. We'll save that for another video. But, if we're going back to, say, the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, we know that a lot of the confusion began at that point in time. And it led up to where we are today in the world. Now, with that confusion that took place 50, 60, 70 years ago and brought us to the point where we are now, where we have a lot of young people are just doing a lot of absurd things. They just don't know. Their parents didn't know. And even up to the parents before them didn't know. There were certain things put in place. It's by design that the children of today are misguided. So, what do we plan to do about that? What's the solution? If the parents didn't know and their parents didn't know, which thus have the children today who don't know, what's the true solution to that? Well, I have that solution. Numerology. Through numerology, everyone, and I mean everyone, man, woman, and child, is able to know their purpose in life. I mean, we're all here for a purpose, right? We're all here to accomplish certain endeavors and goals in this lifetime while we're here. We're not made to just go through this experience and leave this experience with a heavy heart. A lot of people have heavy hearts. Their hearts are heavy. I see men, women, and children. They are angry. You can just pick up on people's energy just walking by. Well, I can't say anybody can pick up on energy, but me, I'm pretty sensitive to people's energy. And just by being around people, I can pick up on their energy and I can tell you pretty much in a nutshell what they got going on. Possibly not exact, but I can get pretty close to the exact of what's going on with them. And it kind of is almost scary at times because I'll pick up on some energy and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And before I ran into this individual, this person, I was good. Like I'm always a lighthearted kind of person. But I'll get around somebody and I'll start thinking some old outrageous and crazy thoughts like, what the world, where's this coming from? And started to realize like I'm picking up on people's energy. And then if I'm around multiple people, I'm picking up on several types of energies and my senses starts to kind of go haywire. And I'm kind of like, what the world's going on? Kind of like that X-Men, the X-Men stuff, you start picking up on kind of on some Dr. Xavier shit. It's kind of crazy though, but yeah, kind of like on some Professor X, just picking up on people's energy. And it's kind of scary though that I can do that. But that's I feel like that's the reason why uh that the spirit has pushed me out here right now to do this. Um, you know, Me personally, like I said, I've been in sales for over 17 years and I was able to earn a great living in sales. I'm not here for, to make any money. Um, like I said, I've been pushed out of there by spirit to do this and, you know, guide people to be able to live a better life. Because there is better out there. We just don't know. It took me quite a while for me to figure it out, but once I did, like I said, I became obedient to spirit to be able to put this out now and let people know because people need it. So, you know, energy, energy never dies. It just transforms. So I'm out here to share my gifts, my experiences, and to be able to help people and guide them on their life's journey so that way they can accomplish what they're supposed to be accomplishing in this lifetime and live their life's purpose to the fullest. So I'm not going to be long, just a little short video to let people know that there is hope out there. There is a way for you to be able to live your life in happiness and true happiness from within, not without. Because if anyone knows this, happiness is not by the things that you own and what you possess. Those things will never make you happy. Look at celebrities. You got several celebrities. These people have anything you can think of. They have jewelry, they have property, they have land, they have all of the name brand clothing, but they're not happy. So, yeah, like I was saying, people are not happy. And money, things, external, it's not going to make you happy. I've made a great living in my lifetime, but I haven't made what I know I can make because I've never been money motivated by making money, more money. It's seeing how other people live. It's never been my motivation. My motivation is helping people, is achieving a win-win situation out of all situations. I know that everyone can win in a transaction and an exchange. It doesn't have to be one person can only win and someone has to lose. You know, you think people think of life as a competition. When you go into, the Olympic games and, different sports, yeah, it's a competition. Everybody wants to win, but that's only for a certain point in time. For example, a basketball game runs about 20, 30 minutes per quarter, and then that's the end of the game. Somebody wins, somebody's considered a loser, but at the end of the day, it is a game. And we all know that games have a beginning and end. People ball it up into, games as life. No, a game is a game, life is life. But people take the game and apply it to their life as there has to be a winners and losers. And that's where most people make that mistake. People make that mistake that there has to be winners and losers. No, it doesn't. I'm firsthand proof of it. That, and for example, I've been in sales for many years, and I don't recall not one time where I've closed a transaction that that other person on the other end wasn't ecstatic, happy about the transaction that they closed with me. And same time, I was happy as well because I was able to earn a decent amount on that transaction several times over many years. It was a win-win situation. That's a perfect example of we all can win. Doesn't have to be winners and losers in life. No, that's one of the misconceptions most people have. And I'm here to shatter that. Everyone can win. You just have to know what you're here for. Once you know what you're here for, you can apply it to your life and win. And through numerology, we know that there's a saying that's been going around for many years: men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So when you apply those numbers to your life, what happens? Think you guys can figure that out, right? You're going to win. Also, it's always good to know your chart and astrology as well. It's just a addition to your numerology reports. So that way you know how to move on a day-to-day basis, month to month, year to year. So that way you get the best results on a consistent basis. It's like you having that formula for success. That formula. Once you have the formula, you can create success over and over and over and over again. And that's what we all want. We all want to be successful. Who wants to be not successful? Ultimately, there's not one person cannot say that they don't want to be successful. Every single human being on this planet wants to be successful. And if we couldn't get that direction and guidance from school teachers, our parents, older siblings, because they were misguided, we can't even get that information from quote unquote our or the government, because in a lot of cases they were raised by people who didn't entirely know the truth. They just went off what someone else told them and they ran with it throughout their life. So, can we really blame other people for us not accomplishing what we would probably like to do in our lifetime? Yeah, we probably can. Probably can blame other people. But what is that going to do? Nothing. It's not going to cause you to accomplish anything by blaming others because you're not where you would like to be in this lifetime. Hmm. So, to conclude, I'm not going to make this long. I'm going to cut this off short. I got some things I got to do. But to make a long story short, once we're able to sit down and know ourselves, for you to know yourself, there's nothing that you can accomplish in this lifetime. Happiness starts from within. No one outside of yourself can make you happy. Now, don't get me wrong, other people can add to that, but if you don't have it first, no one can give it to you. No one can help you find happiness. You got to find it for yourself. And the only way you're going to find it for yourself is knowing yourself, is knowing who you are as an individual, as a person. I don't really like to use those terms, but that's the closest to what most people don't understand. But you, as a spiritual being, have an earthly experience. This experience is supposed to be enjoyable. This experience is supposed to be fun. But most people are not enjoying this life experience. Most people are not having fun. But I know for a fact, once you can figure out your life's purpose, life will be that much easier for you and everyone you know. Everybody just like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell at the bottom so that way you can receive all future videos that I'm going to drop. Being obedient to spirit now and doing what I'm told. to help humanity as a whole. Now, this is not for people that already know what they plan on doing with their life. They have the direction, instructions on where they want to go in their lifetime. This is not for you. This is for people who looking for that guidance and that direction, just to point them in the right way to go, so that way they can figure it out on their own. Some people just need that direction. Like, listen, this is where you're meant to go. This is where you're meant to go. Once they on their proper path, everything will just fall into place. It's like Dorothy on that yellow brick road. A lot of people on that road, and a lot of people are not on that road, which why there's so many miserable people out here. I'm here to shed light on the world because people are in darkness. YouTube, have a good evening. See you next time.